Think beautiful cars and the image of a Jaguar E-Type is sure to pop up in your head. First showcased at the Geneva Motor Salon in 1961, the E-Type managed to mesmerize the visitors and the press alike. In fact, it even managed to charm the great Enzo Ferrari. He went on to call it the most beautiful car in the world. So, when Sir William Lyons, the founder and boss of Jaguar, wanted to build a car as beautiful and fun to drive as the E-Type in a saloon form, he was surely onto something. What started as an experimental Jaguar in 1968 has evolved over the years and now has more than 800,000 units on the road. Jaguar has managed to up the ante with every update that they've brought since then. In fact, when they launched it here in India in 2010, here too, it managed to get the crowd enthralled. 9 years have passed since then, and what we have here today is the XJ50 that celebrates the 50th anniversary of the XJ Saloon. As you would expect from an XJ, it comes with a truckload of creature comforts and at the same time manages to look as elegant as ever. We're going to spend some time with the special edition XJ to find out if it celebrates its 50th anniversary with sizable grandeur.
The Jaguar XJ50 isn't a generation upgrade, which means it primarily retains the same design cues that we are familiar with.
The XJ50 does get a few cosmetic changes though. The radiator grille now has a chrome surround, the bumpers are mildly tweaked, there's a new set of 19-inch alloy wheels, and there's XJ50 badging on the fenders and the boot lid.
The XJ might be 8 years old, but we still love the large grille, large bonnet, boomerang-shaped taillights, and above all, the suave silhouette. This kitty cat then still looks stunning even after all these years. On the inside, the XJ50 looks properly luxurious. There are these nicely crafted quilted leather seats that have a heating, cooling, and massage functions. While the seats are white, the dashboard is draped in black leather, giving it a nice balance of sportiness and luxury. There are these gloss black wooden accents running along the dashboard and the door panels, but what we love the most is how it wraps around the bottom of the front windscreen. And there's XJ50 insignia on the dashboard, on the central armrest, and the door sills that remind you of the car's legacy. The central infotainment screen is a 10-inch touchscreen unit. While we love the way it neatly presents information and the ease of navigation through the menu, we wish the touch was a bit more responsive. There is the larger 12.3-inch LCD for the instrumentation that offers a variety of information right from navigation, infotainment feed, drive modes, and more. Based on a 9-year-old platform, the XJ really falls behind in a few aspects, something that really shows when you get into the back seat. When you recline the seat, the base moves forward and upwards instead of changing the angle of the seat back. While there is ample of knee room still, there is not enough space for the foot under the front seats. The rear seat, however, does get a heating, cooling, and massage functions too. Passengers at the back also get their dedicated infotainment screens with headphones. While in terms of luxury and features, the XJ50 has pretty much everything covered, it doesn't do it with as much flair as its German rivals.
The XJ50 comes with a single diesel engine option. Thankfully, it's the zestful 3-litre V6 diesel. Now this one makes 296 horsepower and 689 Nm of torque. It makes more power and considerably more torque than its rivals. It's longer than its rivals too, but it's lighter thanks to extensive usage of aluminum in the chassis. Thanks to this, it sprints from 0 to 100 in just 6.2 seconds.
The XJ does fall behind in terms of refinement though. It just doesn't feel as smooth as its rivals. However, someone who's likely to take the wheel occasionally may happily live with it given its handling dynamics. In a time when electric steering wheels are corrupting driving pleasure, Jaguar seems to have their setup in perfect tune. It is communicative and has just the right weight for city as well as highway duties. Around the bends, it's hard to hide the length of the car, but at no point does the XJ feel unsettling. The XJ has coil springs up front and air suspension at the back. Damping on the rear suspension can be altered using the driving modes. With some thuds and sounds from the larger potholes creeping into the cabin, the Jag doesn't feel as supple as its rivals. but it's a trade-off you willingly make for unmatched handling.
Sit with the brochure of the XJ along with its rivals and you will find that this one here does pretty much everything in the book. But it's the German rivals that managed to do a slightly better job in terms of indulgence. That being said, this Jaguar XJ50 still has a lot of things going for it. It still looks absolutely stunning. Add to that a punchy diesel motor and what you get is a car that is as much fun to drive as it is opulent. And priced at 1.11 crore rupees, it manages to undercut its rivals by $1 million as well. The Jaguar XJ then is still a great choice to make. We only wish that it celebrated its anniversary a bit more glamorously.